Want another shot?
Yeah, a little shot to
Let's
get
do that
started.
shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Woo! Well, welcome guys to Drunk Texting. My name is Raven and I am your host today. Today I have
Brandon LaRose.
and
Curly Josh.
And they will be my guests today on this very first episode. Thanks so much for joining us. Just to let you know, the liquors that we have today are going to be none other than Fireball Whiskey. It's wintertime, it's January. If you're anything like me, you want something comfortable, warm, tasty, but something strong to put you out on your ass. Fireball Whiskey and apple cider is definitely the way to go. If you do 1 ounce pour of Fireball and 1 ounce of Angry Orchard crisp apple hard cider, it's an apple pie shot and I think you'll enjoy it. You guys ready?
I am.
Alright, so we got a couple of questions from some ladies that I surveyed. This one actually got a lot of response from some of the ladies. What do you think is too old or too young, dating-wise?
So I have a friend who's actually right now dating somebody that's much older than her. She's like 20 and the dude is like almost 30. I think that's a weird gap. I feel like I would only go as high as like 27.
10 years, that's a huge gap. That's like a generation.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's certain things that you can't really talk about. Plus, what's happening in a 30-year-old's life is way different. I would hope and assume to be very different from what I'm doing here in my 20s. I don't like to go 5 years older or 5 years younger. I feel like 5 is good.
For sure. So for me, I'm like, prefer girls that are older than me. I don't want anyone who's my age or younger, but I wouldn't mind dating someone who is like a year younger, maybe 2, just depending. And then my oldest, hopefully somebody who isn't like already done everything, so like people that can still go out and party or like still go out and do things.
Yeah.
Instead of people who already lived it up.
What is a deadline for marriage if there ever was one? I know from a woman's standpoint of view, you know, we're groomed at a young age to be like, yes, definitely, I need to be married by this age, career at this age, you know, boom, boom, wow, you know?
Yeah.
My deadline is 30 because I'm trying to pop them out at 32. You know, that's the deadline for kids. What about you guys?
Alright, I would say I agree.
Is marriage a thing that you even want? Because like you can think about the deadline and be like, yes, that is coming up, but then it's also just like, divorce rates are high. Do I even want to risk that? How about just a domestic partnership?
I never really thought about what the max age I would want to get married at was. But I know that I want to try to be married at least the same time that my parents were married, which was 27. For max cutoff, I wouldn't want to be older than 40.
Need a drink. You guys need a drink?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay.
What are we going to have?
Bet. So I'm gonna do 2 ounces of Fireball, 2 ounces of Angry Orchard, and 3 ounces of orange juice.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
How long is the talking phase?
The talking phase.
We have to break down the whole dating game.
No, yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
So where exactly do you guys feel like dating now starts? I feel like it starts with the hookup. I feel like that's the first step. I feel like that's where dating is now.
Yeah. Nowadays, everything's so fast-paced and whatnot.
I want to take my time enough to get to know somebody instead of doing like the childish dating where you just hop into a relationship. So then you start dating and then later down the road, like you actually don't get to know this person. So I feel like you should go out on 3 or 4 dates.
A lot of people like forget that actually used to be the definition of dating, going on multiple dates, doing that whole courting thing. I feel like boyfriend and girlfriend is the next step after dating, like exclusivity.
Well, another thing, like with today's dating, if you start going out with somebody, right, and then you're going out with someone at the same time, you're a cheater. Right?
But you're not in a relationship.
Yeah. You're just dating to get to know somebody. Nowadays, kind of looked bad upon.
But, you know, I feel like that's the best way to figure out if the person that you're going to be with is the person that you want to be with.
Yeah.
Because if I'm just like, hey, you're cute, and you think I'm cute, let's just be together. No, let me date you. And then like, hey, that mailman guy that I didn't even know was attracted to me said he thought I was cute, so I'm gonna go on a date with him.
Like, I feel like you're dating, like, you should go somewhere mutual.
Yeah.
Instead of having so-and-so come to your house, or you go to their house.
I feel like house dates are such, like, they're just so taboo to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, or that's how you know it's just a Tinder hookup or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you, like, oh, I want to cook you a nice dinner. Okay, that's sweet, but, like, save that for when we're on date number 6, you know?
Yeah,
like, I feel comfortable with you to be alone in your house.
Yep. Like, if you're actually wanting to pursue somebody as well, take the time. You know, put effort into it as well.
In those first 2 months, you know, you got the cupcake phase.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to be like, okay, yeah, I think you're cute and all, but, like, right around that 2nd month, that's when you start to be like, so I thought I liked hanging out with you, but, like, you do this thing when you breathe, and, like, one of your nostrils, like, whistles, and, like, I can't do it. And I feel like, you know, that's that time when you realize that.
Mm-hmm. You're going on dates, like your first date, you're actually acting as somebody you're not to impress them.
Straight
You
facts.
are.
Then the 2nd date, you're kind of slowly going down, but you're still at that trying to impress stage.
3rd one,
Then
you in there, that's them.
Yeah.
That's them. You want to see how that person interacts with other people.
Exactly.
Or your friends.
Or your friends, a big one, a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, granted, my friends aren't dating you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I do hang around my friends a lot. And if they don't feel comfortable being around you or you don't feel comfortable being around them, I'm losing here. How do you know if you're ready to be in a relationship? Because like we said, you know, dating culture right now, we just
It's
jump
so
into
fast,
it.
yeah.
Yes. So, like, how do you know when you're ready?
I
Like,
feel like for guys and girls, at least in my experience, it's a little bit different. I feel like girls get over things faster than guys do.
what?
At least they move on faster, or they try to get revenge faster. It might be their mode. You know what I'm saying?
You do need time to heal and find yourself first.
Yeah, I agree.
When you can find yourself and like learn from your mistakes, that's when you know you're ready. If you can even overcome those and not do the same thing over and over.
I feel that. You know, that's okay.
What can I say?
It definitely comes with time. Like if you're in like a drought is what I call it. I feel like that's when you crave like a relationship the most. When you're like low, I guess like emotionally.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really a good indicator to say whether or not you should be in a relationship.
Well, and you also you don't want to jump straight into another relationship because then when you are jumping into a relationship, it's more of a rebound.
Yeah.
So when you can get to a point where you're like, yeah, I'm making it by myself. I don't have to rely on anybody else. When you can start doing it by yourself, and like you were saying, it does come with time. But it just depends on the person as well.
I feel like you definitely have to ask yourself that question. Am I ready to do what I just did with someone else, with someone new? That little voice in your head also has to say yes. If that bitch is quiet, it's a no. If that
No,
bitch is
exactly.
hesitant, it's a no. If she says no, it's a no. No, I'm gonna be on my boss shit. I'm gonna listen to some 21 Savage, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, fuck these bitches. And by bitches, I mean bitches. I hang out with my girls. By the end of the week, I should feel more like, okay, yes, I'm single, and I don't want to date anybody, but I'm not sad. And I feel like that's the hardest part of a breakup, is getting past that sad part.
After a breakup, and you have your friends there, you know, you honestly lose time without them when you're in a relationship. And if they're there to like pick you back up, then you can realize like that you do have people still. So friends is a huge thing as well.
Yeah, I agree.
They come over, oh my gosh, girl, he was lame anyway. Oh my gosh, bro, F her, she wasn't even a dick. You know, just like, you know, and like your friends say like just like the most off the wall stuff just to make you like feel better.
Honestly.
Like, how do you get that whole friends before relationship? So like, you know how like the older generation always be like, you gotta be friends first. They gotta be your friend.
I don't think
first.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
No, I mean,
Interesting.
you can
In a
get
way.
along at first, and then eventually start to date them after about a month of dating them or whatnot. But
The reason why I'd say
I wouldn't try to be friends.
Yeah, because
But that's not the case all the time. You
it
could be
depends
friends
on the
first.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's just with today. Like back in the day,
Yeah, it probably would have been easier. But
most
now you got
definitely.
like Tinder, Instagram,
Yeah.
Snapchat.
You gotta
like,
be so fast.
Yeah,
like,
there's so many
and
ways
that's
people
what's-
can connect nowadays.
Honestly, and that's what sucks. Relationships are just so fast to get into, and like we were saying,
it's
you have-
easy.
Yeah,
It's
They are,
almost
yeah.
easy. Dang. dating has definitely changed, and like
has.
we got a whole new set of rules that we have to follow, create. They're changing at all times, and
Yeah, new standards.
at all times. Why do you-
Anybody else finish their drink?
Oh snap! No. You said you weren't even gonna finish yours.
Very true.
I think that should be a rule. If one of us finishes our drink, the rest have to. That's a good rule.
It's a
can
good
finish
rule.
it.
That's why I don't like it.
It's like, all right, well, I'm done.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Let me know how it is.
Ew.
That's horrible. I'm just like, it's actually smoother than mine. Is there such a thing as being too busy? What do you
For a
think?
relationship?
For a relationship, for somebody, for something.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Interesting. What
What's
do you
your
think?
take?
I mean, I feel like you can be busy at certain times, but I don't think you're always too busy.
Say it again. Say it again.
I don't think you're always too busy. I feel like honesty is a huge thing that's lacking definitely in the relationship game right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's so like,
Yep.
everybody wants to be so hard and so like closed off, but it's like love, if you're really looking for love in itself, you have to be vulnerable. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I have to have pickles and ice cream. And I know that's really weird, and that's why I don't want to kiss you in the morning because my breath smell like pickles and ice cream. You had to be vulnerable to let him know something that you wanted to keep hidden from him that you thought he would judge you on. And then he has to be vulnerable in himself to accept you with the fault that you are and still love you. Because
Okay.
love is without condition, you know?
Yeah.
All right, now I have a question for you then. It should then just be in the dating phase, or it should be when you're in a relationship?
That's a good one.
yes.
Because you can't fully be in the relationship if you haven't let some type of vulnerability out.
Boom.
That's, yeah.
Because
I completely agree with that.
Go ahead, sorry, Brian.
Well, okay. This is kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier about like how you feel like when the time is right to start dating is I completely lost my train of thought.
it's okay. Take another drink.
What's your idea?
Dang, and Josh is over here drinking, bro.
Is he done?
He's
No.
almost done.
Don't
I
finish
was-
that yet.
It's like, oh.
Because me and him over here with stop
Josh,
it.
Josh, don't finish it yet. I remember what I was gonna say.
Bet.
You have to know yourself before you can get into a relationship.
That too.
I need to be able to do this, this, and this. Like I need to be able to be the best person I can for myself before I can be with other people.
Well-
before I can give them a part of me.
No, I agree.
And that's
I agree.
good.
Yeah.
You're annoying.
I finished it a little while ago, and I've just been waiting, just so I can let you guys have some time.
That, why did I make this rule?
Yeah,
This was a terrible rule.
You did this.
You're
You did
welcome. Definitely for dating in this age, we're definitely gonna have to get better at communicating, talking about our feelings, and being vulnerable. Thanks so much, guys.
I feel
Hope
like we
you
gotta
enjoy.
finish this.
Yeah. Are we
Well,
chugging this?
Yeah, I feel like
I
we
don't
got
know if
to.
we should finish it.
I feel like we have to.
He's got half in his cup, bro.
He does? Yeah, I've barely been sipping on this.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Okay, before we do this, I just want to say thank you for having us on the show.
Thank
Your
you so
first
much.
guest.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
It is an
truly
honor.
honored. This
Yeah.
was really fun.
This was fun, and thanks so much for being my first guest. You didn't even finish the toast, bro. Don't date a guy like this. You see this? You see
No, don't
this?
say that because I'm desperate right now.
But yeah, thank you for
You're
having us.
welcome. No problem. Thanks for being with me. And
I
thanks for
hope,
letting me
I
use
hope
your
we
house.
can come back sometime.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
Definitely. You guys can come back anytime.